Hello and welcome to computer class. My name is Dave, and today we are making another graphic with a Bible verse. As some of you know, I am into biblical studies, and so this lesson will kind of reflect that, but also teach us how to do some of the other settings in um, Google Slides, such as how to crop an image um, and other things. All right, so let's create a blank document. And I talked last time about Creative Commons. By the way, I always delete the um, placeholders there. I talked last time about Creative Commons and how a specific license that we need to get a hold of pictures is called CC0. And the CC0 license is what Unsplash, this site, uses, and they allow us to download the images for free. So I think that's pretty awesome. And as a result, I am going to search for a mountain in unsplash.com. Scroll down. Let's see here. Mountain, 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 mountain. Lots of mountains. This is really cool looking. That's really cool looking. Lots of mountains. But this is really cool. So I'm going to click that one. And then I grab it and drag it up into the presentation, drop it down, and then pull on the far right handle there. Okay. Now a big problem that occurs a lot of times when making a screen graphic is this. And actually I could do this two ways. I could actually set the background to be an image, but it would be on every slide, and I don't want this image to be on every slide, so that's why I'm doing it this way, in case you're wondering. So the first thing I need to do is kind of zoom out a little bit. So I'm going to zoom out, okay, by using the zoom tool, and then I'm going to click on crop image, pull it up, and click there, and it kind of snaps into place, okay. Then I'm going to insert word art, type the word mountain. Actually, let's do it in all caps. Oops. Mountain. Nice and bold. I usually transparentize my outlines because I think outlines make things look older. So let's do that. Let's get it down to size. Perfect. Change it up. Let's give it a nice bold font. More fonts. Search for Arial. Arial Black. There we go. That's a good one. One of my favorite. Okay. Cool. Zoom back in. Oops. Zoom into 100%. Whoa. Not quite that much. 50%. There we go. All right, so we have the word mountain on there. Now, if you want to create a word that has similar color to maybe like something down here, and I'm not saying this would look good, but you have to do something. You have to be able to color pick, because if I click fill color here, click custom, there is a hex code here, and I have it set to, well, I don't have it set to white right now, but that's white. That's basically what it looks like when it's white, and that looks fine. But if I wanted to actually pick color out of this graphic here, what I would need to do is install a third-party plugin, something called an Eyedropper tool. And so basically I'm going to go to Google, type Chrome Web Store, go to the Chrome Web Store, and make sure I have extensions checked, and then I'm going to search for color picker. Okay, now there's lots of color pickers you can choose from. The one I have installed right here is Eyedropper, so I could also search for that. Eyedropper. And this is the one I have. Just add this. Basically, there'll be a little add extension button. Add it there. Once you have it added, go over to your presentation, click on the Eyedropper tool, and pick a color from web page. Now I could pick one of these grays, or I could pick one of these blues here. let's just pick this one, for instance. When you click it, then the color goes up here. Here's the hex code. You just highlight it, Control C. Make sure you have the board selected. Click the bucket tool, click on custom, and you can drop in that hex code there and press OK. And there you go, you get the word here. Now what I could do is I could format this background now too as well. Actually not format it, I could click it and let's see, what else could I do to it? I can rotate it, I can position it. There's lots of options. I can recolor it. I can make it nice and burnt. Or maybe I'll go blue. Ooh, that's kind of cool. A light 7, as the program says. There's even like a outline if I wanted to go for that black and white look. No, that doesn't look very good to do a negative. Nah. All right, let's just go with that. So I could do that, make my dark background, maybe do some adjustments, bring it in a little transparency, fade it out, so to speak. Bring up some of the brightness, some of the contrast if I want to. Okay, so now this is a mountain background. Now, I said I was going to do it about a Bible verse, so I searched for a Bible verse about a mountain. Psalm 46:2. Therefore, will not we fear, though the earth be removed, and though the mountains be carried in the midst of the sea. It sounds like a very peaceful verse there. Psalm 46:2. I'm going to click my text here, Control C, Control V, double click it. Psalm 46 verse 2. And we can shrink that down. And there we go. So now let's actually add a shape. Draw that shape right there. Let's make the fill. Now we still have that copied into our clipboard for custom. Oh, no, we don't have it copied anymore. But it's still up here in the eyedropper tool. Just highlight that, Control C. Click the, by the way, we can do this transparent. Click the custom, drop it in. Boom. Drag this little transparency. There we go. We got a nice transparent thing. Now, if you want to turn objects, you just twist it like that using the little fill handle there. You could just Control C, Control V that. Right, that's kind of neat. And then we could do it again. Oops. And we could do this one again. Right? Okay. Now when we present this, as you can see here, I can close that. That is what our graphic looks like. Mountain. So that's really cool. If you're just trying to create something, unique out of a couple pieces of text, really use the shapes, use the transparents, use the, and again, the transparents are really cool. So again, that's in the fill. And also you could do gradients. Those are really cool. So I could have made one of these a gradient. That might have added some feature-esque things to this. I could have done this and gradiented the thing. So kind of play around with that. This fill has a lot here. You can gradient, you can transparent. If you're in the custom and you put in something, you can drag the hue or the transparency there. You can use this eyedropper tool to get yourself a unique color. That's just so awesome. And you can create some really great presentations. And so hopefully this was helpful. and I will see you in the next video.